I got injured running marathons and decided that I'd get back into the pool and see if I could heal. And I liked it. After years of being out of the water, bought myself a bike, and by that time I had healed and could run, and so I just got interested in doing triathlons, and that was the beginning.
I got involved in it. My son was in his 20s at that time. He was a triathlete, and so I started going to races with him and got interested in it, and one thing just led to another, and I quickly got hooked on it.
Pretty lazy for about 8 to 10 years, and then age 30, 31, I started doing triathlons after a really bad injury, and did a lot of swimming and biking for rehab, and then found my way into triathlon that way.
I first started running, and then my children encouraged me and said, you know how to bike, so do a duathlon. So I did a duathlon. And then they said, well, you know how to swim, so do a triathlon. So I did that. They were into triathlon at the time. However, they have since quit, but mother's still trudging on.
I ran track and cross country at Davis, UC Davis, and played lacrosse for a year. Wasn't very good, but a lot of endurance. And then got hurt running, so I got into the biking and back into swimming and moved to San Diego, and he did 2 of the 3 sports. He pretty much got into triathlons.
I was working as the Director of Healthcare Services for Lord & Taylor in New York City, and I was sitting out having lunch and wearing a triathlon watch, and this guy said to me, do you do triathlons? I said, no, but I'd like to. So he goes, well, there's one this weekend in Montauk. Do you want to do it? And I was like, sure. Meanwhile, all I'd ever done is run. So I said, I don't have a bike. And he said, well, I got a bike. So I went out to Montauk, not knowing this guy, with a bunch of friends, and had an old wetsuit, one of those wetsuits you wear when you're, out there windsurfing or something. So it was 56 degrees, full of water weighing me down, not a nice, wetsuit. Didn't know anything about it. My feet were freezing. I think I was like third to last getting out of the swim. Got on the bike, and the bike was too big for me, so I had to stand up the entire time for 25 miles. And then got to the run and finally felt my feet around 4 miles, and actually wound up coming in third in my age division, and I was hooked.